Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I have a project share. I know I've been MIA for a minute, but I have been taking any free time that I had for the past 3 weeks and building my Secret Santa project. This year's Secret Santa was hosted by the beautiful Carrie Martin's Craft Emporium, as well as Misty at My Paper Cuts. So we'll go ahead and get started because today is the deadline and I have to immediately put this in the box and head to the post office. So in these policy envelopes, I went really simple because the paper pad that I used, what is this called? Sugar Plum, I think, had a lot of full sheet layouts, like this, and it's really hard for paper crafters to use the full sheets because we're not scrapbookers. So I decided to take a couple of them that I knew I wouldn't use otherwise, and I did make simple policy envelopes. These are just meant to be tossed, so I just have them closed with a little drop of glue so it feels like a gift. So I have goodies in this one. We have more goodies in this one. And then this has got to be goodies too. I don't remember. Yeah, this one is goodies too. So that glue didn't hold. And let me tell you about my struggles. So, number one, my art glitter glue, like, it spooges all over the nozzle. I lost my pen. I cannot find it. So I put the pen, the pretty dangly one, I forget what you call those, that Donna Wilbur sent me. I put that in here, and I went to use this a couple nights ago, and the pen wouldn't come out. So I wrestled with it, and then the pen flew, or the top popped off, and all of the pretty beads went in every corner of this room. So now I have to transfer this glue to a smaller bottle because that's just, you know, the hoploppy haven. We'll call it that because I just can't get it together. Okay, so this is a goodie. This little bag, I just put a, this is actually Easter, but I thought she was cute, and she matches the pastel-y stuffs, so we're going to use her as like a Christmas ornament. And then inside, uh-oh, I tied this up in haste before I started filming. Okay, so I made 4 of the little wreath embellishments, and I did not put hangy bits on them because I wanted my partner to be able to use these either as embellishments or ornaments. So all she would have to do if she does want an ornament out of it is put some, you know, put some baker's twine around it and make a hangy. But I left that up to her because they're kind of busy, so I didn't want to further embellish them too much. So these are the clear shower rings from Dollar Tree, and I used the Dollar Tree trim, and I just wrapped until it was even. And I used a bow and some pearls, as well as the little cabochons that look sugared. So those are the 2, I made 2 of each color. So 2 of the pink ones. I'm sorry about the light, it's like 7 a.m. so it's really bright in here. And then on this one, I did, I see a glue string. This one I did in the blue, And then I did a little ribbon banner in the middle, again with the pearls and the cabochons. And I took a tiny little word phrase off of a banner piece and I cut them to give them a little sentiment in the middle. So these wreaths were actually inspired by Strawberry Cream 39. And I was going to do more projects inspired by her, but I can't build a box. Because I was going to do a memory Dex box, and that was a catastrophe in itself. So alright, so those are the wreath embellishments. I did have this in my stash. I made this last year for a collab, but these aren't my colors, so it kind of matched the pastel Christmas, so I am gifting that to my partner. It's just a wood butterfly, geez Louise, a wooden reindeer ornament. Get it together, Heather. And that is the ornament close up. I just painted it and distressed it, added some glittery bits and the flowers on top of a little doily. So that is done. Then I made the infamous bag book. This was my first one, and it came out pretty good, so I decided to make this the holder for the die cuts. And this was fun to make. I've made several bases, but inside it's very simple. I wanted it to be super flat, testing my flat mail abilities. So there are die cuts in this pocket, and then the two baby pockets inside. So you could definitely do this way more dimensionally, and like Susan does, and it would be super cute. But again, I wanted mine to be flat. Alright, then, excuse me, we have the Sequins Mixes. You aren't going to see very well on my camera because of this lighting, but this one is actually the pre-made one from Hobby Lobby for spring or Easter. But the colors matched perfectly. So what I did with it is I added some Alina Craft blingy bits in pink, or you know, like pinky iridescent, and then I used white iridescent sequins to give it some extra zhuzhing and make it super sparkly. I don't think there are any seed beads in that one, but the next one is an Icy Blue mix. So I just took a bunch of different, I started with a base from Cartwright Sequins, and it was Icy Blue, and then I went through the rest of my sequins and added some white iridescent, some of the blue sparkly from Hobby Lobby. I added some of the Alina Craft bling bits in the iced blue, and then I took some super tiny blue sequins, like minuscule sequins. I also put silver snowflakes from Target and some larger iridescent beads filler. And I am really happy with the way my sequin mixes came out. I worked really hard on these. So even though I started with a base that was already pre-mixed, I think they came out really cute. In fact, I'll probably do another of the blue mix just because it was so pretty. It came out really good. Exceeded my expectations. So there's that. Then I made the little physics cookies, and my intent with this, if you can see, is I put it on a doily to kind of mimic a little plate, and I do have everything in packaging with glue dots, removable glue dots, so she won't have any issues taking them apart. But I did the cookies on craft paper. I doubled the craft paper to give them really, make them really sturdy. And let's see. Okay, so this is the little mitten. And once I put my glossy accents in, I did the bottom with diamond dust. And then I put some little seed beads in. These were really fun to make. You can see here on the pink cookie, I did iridescent pink seed beads. And then the little snowman guy, he has beads as his buttons. And then the other two just have diamond dust. The white paper was already glitter paper. So adding the diamond dust just made them extra, extra sparkly. And I think they're cute. That was my first time getting to use that die. So I'm definitely going to be making another set in traditional colors for the other Christmas swap that I have to work on this weekend. And then that's all I'm doing for Christmas besides the handmade gifts for the handmade gift drive. So, and that just has a simple bag topper on it. I punched out some gold foil snowflakes and put those really chunky, sugary resin bits on top with one of the tags from the paper pad. And you know, I struggle with bag toppers. Like, I wish I could make bag toppers like everybody else, but I fail at it. And this is my loaded envelope. So I feel like I haven't done enough, but I've hit a lot of the things on the list that we were supposed to do. So this is just a fluffy that's stuck in there. Here are my flowers, and they have, you can't really see on my camera, but there is gold and white eyelash trim that Sabrina gifted me. I have some sequins in there shaking around. And then I did cut in half the little gold balls. These little things, the packaging. Let's see what else. That's it on those. And these are the dies that I use. I love these. I don't know who makes them. So I got them in a D-stash. Let me see if the back of it says Spellbinders. Okay, yeah, because they're gold. But they come like this. So there's the big one, the little one, medium, or I'm sorry, that one, and then that one. And I did these for Halloween too. And I really like this die. So that's my go-to flower die. And because this paper was foiled, I didn't do any diamond dust or anything. Kind of left them simple. Then I did my favorite bows, which are the butterfly bows. They look like butterflies to me. And this is from Allie. So that's the bow, the layering piece, and then the little tails. And now they look really flat in the packaging, but when she gets them, all she has to do is roll the edges and they'll be more dimensional. But I put a little sugar flat back in the middle to give them some pastel-y love. Let's see. This is my memory Dex card, and we went with a iridescent snow kind of theme, and the little wood piece says bright. Not two-dimensional, but it's definitely chunky. And then, let's see, just did a simple bag topper again with a little tag from the paper collection. I really like the way some of my sequins are trying to escape, and they are escaping. So that's the memory Dex card, and then these are the bag toppers from an Allie die. I had glitter painted the wooden snowflakes from Dollar Tree, and these are, she can continue to embellish these if she wants, but they're pretty clean and simple. just some little blingies on there in this really pretty paper. So that's that. Then the tags, I didn't want to do them, you know, double them up, but these are the 4 tags. I used the Michaels blanks as my bases. I put a little heart, what are those things, eyelet in there, used the iridescent, what is that stuff, twine, the gold snowflakes again, and this was my favorite page in that whole collection, the Fa La 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 La. We did some liquid pearls on this tree. I think that's the only one I did extra to because it was, the others were kind of too busy on their own. So I thought the tags came out really cute. And there's a to from sticker on the back of them from the collection. So that's the front of my loaded envelope with a Valentine's doily, and then a snowflake, another mint doily, and some of the rose gold trim. Really cute. So that is my loaded envelope. And then last, certainly not least, I gotta package this. This is the gingerbread house from the Dollar Tree. I started this a long time ago. Wasn't gonna send it, but I think I'm okay with sending it. The base I did stain. Then I went through and I painted with the Prima Sparks paint. I did some stickles on this tree for his little, or for their little ornaments. And then I did some blingy on the windows, the tree topper, the door handle. These lights all along the house are liquid pearls, and they didn't come out as neat as I would want them. That's why I thought I might not send this, but I mean, it's handmade. Hopefully she likes everything I made. And then the top, the way I created the snow is, and I wish it would have been more white. It was really white when you lay it down, but then when it dries completely, it's not as white. But this is the Prima Snowflake paste. So it is very chunky, if you can see there. It's really chunky and glittery. So it's really pretty. I just wish it was more opaque, or less opaque. And then I did leave the string here. If she wants to hang this, she can. So that's a giant ornament or a wall hanging. But yeah, that is my Secret Santa swap. I really, really hope that she likes what I'm sending. I don't know my partner, so hooray for new friends, right? Alright, you guys, I will hopefully have a catch-up video later on today when I get back from the post office. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Much love.